the inflation in pulses, vegetable prices, fruit prices, but more specifically tomatoes that are burning a hole in people's pocket in north of India. Government, of course, has taken some intervention, some measures to ensure that people do not continue to pay through their noses. One of the measures, of course, Karthik, is that there is going to be a price cap. Certain mandis in north of India are going to sell tomatoes as 70 rupees a kg.
That's right, Shweta, and I hope we actually see those prices at a retail level, because even earlier when prices were slashed last week to 90 rupees a kg, when they were trading at about 150 rupees a kg, the government, in fact the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, had directed NCCF and NAFED both to slash prices to 90 rupees a kg, and apparently prices were slashed, but the consumer did not get those prices, right? Earlier this week, the government asked the NCCF and NAFED to slash it further down to 80 rupees a kg, which it did on Monday, and then again yesterday slashed to 70 rupees a kg. Now, NCCF and NAFED are procuring these tons of 391 tons, I've been told, of tomatoes from mandis in Andhra Pradesh, in Karnataka and in Maharashtra for resale in North India, in UP, Bihar, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, NCR, etc. Right? But unfortunately, these prices, whether at 90 last week, whether at 80 on Monday, or whether 70 yesterday, are not available for consumers like you and me. In fact, mandis in Delhi are also jacking up prices, and what we get in the retail outlets or online through these quick commerce websites are these rates for half a kg and not the full kg. So I think more important than slashing prices at mandi level, some intervention now is required to tame these prices at a retail level. What the consumer pays for these tomatoes is eventually what the government should be focused on, and not what is being procured at what price and then undercutting losses and sold to mandis at what price.
Right.
I think it has to eventually come down to the retail level, and that hasn't yet started to happen.
That hasn't happened. In fact, Amit, right before this, we were discussing tomato prices and how we continue to buy tomatoes for as high as 200 rupees a kg, or maybe 170 to 180 rupees a kg.
Yes.
I don't believe, and not to the best of my buying habits, I mean, perhaps you can correct me, I haven't seen tomato prices going below that, at least in this last 7 days. So who exactly is getting tomatoes at 70 rupees a kg? Perhaps I would like to meet some of those people.
I think if it changes in the days to come, I'll be grateful and happy. But up to now, I do not know. So, like Karthik said, 70 rupees for half kg on these online delivery websites is the price you mostly get, 70 to 80.
And even local mandis for that matter.
Yeah.
Even local mandis are selling it for about 70 to 80 rupees for half a kg.
Yeah. So that, but I hope it comes down after the government has basically intervened, and I hope they take stricter measures that the mandis and the online services follow suit. So yeah, but I have not bought them for cheaper than this.
It's a typical demand-supply problem. Yeah. There is, of course, more demand, lesser supply, and no intervention is helping. Therefore, not at 90, not at 80, and I'm hoping at 70.
It seems like the government is trying to cut the losses of mandis, of wholesalers, because these are the folks who would have procured or would have placed orders for procurement at a time when prices were not that high. But then, because of the unseasonal rainfall, because of the delayed monsoon, because of damage during the supply chain, I think the mandis, the warehouses, would have incurred major losses.
Right.
So it seems like it's a measure to keep the mandis alive, to not make them bear the brunt of crop damage and of rotten tomatoes in the supply chain to the mandis. And thereafter, some sort of translation of those mandi prices to retail level at about 5%, 8% margin should be expected over time. So 391 tons have been procured, and mandis would be buying those at 70 rupees a kg. I don't think they will sell them at 150 rupees a kg anymore. Once that procurement comes in, once it goes from warehouse to retail level, you should see some correction in prices. How much now again depends upon the negotiation between retailers and wholesalers and the availability of the produce.
And now that monsoon seemed to have pulled back slightly in the last couple of days, hopefully prices will come down now. Supply chains will resume once again. We are, of course, just simply hopeful. There is nothing else to suggest that prices are going to come down anytime soon.